must open yourself to possibilities while in the necropolis. Would you mind lighting those braziers, Rook? This should unseal our final pass to the bell. It's best we unchain it quickly.
What's it do exactly?
The sunken star will drive away despair. Any malicious spirit that hears the tolling of the bell will be banished to the Fae.
Oh, that'd be helpful in Arlethan, but I bet it only works here, doesn't it?
Quite correct. The bell would be inert outside the necropolis.
Still, I bet the principles could be replicated. Approach the body and we'll begin. By seal and flame, who brought despair in our midst? Despair? Who brought it here?
Venatori!
The Venatori. Of course. This way, please.
What did you just do?
The colloquial term is corpse whispering, a gift that manifested with my magic.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
Honestly, I've no idea how the other Watchers navigate the necropolis without it.
This map is useless. We wasted 3 slaves in those traps. If that hand of glory burns down...
We found those Venatori.
They have no place in these... Look behind us!
On your right!
I am driven to surrender! What the Venatori after? Gold? Artifacts?
Raw magic. Their first envoys were obsessed with gathering power for some new masters.
Ah, I'll fill you in on them later.
Ranged incoming!
Well, down one more despair demon. That's the last of them.
I see someone by the crates.
I don't think they're Venatori. This looks interesting.
A spirit labyrinth? I didn't know they'd learned to make miniature ones into Winter.
Hello. The Venatori bring you here.
They said I'd spilled the wine too many times. That I'd be a better sacrifice than slave.
You are in Navarra, sir. There are no slaves on our soil. Please remain here. After we've seen to the rest of the Venatori, I'll send for someone to escort you above.
Oh, all right.
Those Venatori dragged that man down here just to die.
The Watchers will shelter him. We'll inquire if he has any family in Minrathous. As for the Venatori, what remains of them will be put to work. The Sunken Star can help us if we break the Venatori's chains.
Right. There's one chain.
Yes!
Kill them all and save the living!
Got it.
Fire the bullet!
Fight forever!
That one's all set! Finish it, quickly!
There. That's the last chain.
We must return to the lower level to reach them. Be ready. The ritual to wake the bell will draw Despair's attention.
And any more Venatori?
I'll need you to keep them occupied while I work.
There's the Venatori.
To arms! The bell is slowly wakening. We must fight a little longer.
End it now!
Veilguard brought demons.
Ranged incoming! Behind you! Finish them now! Punch
At the ready.
Rage demon! Hitting us from range! Behind you!
Emmerich, now one.
Grand necropolis shows itself.
Those despair demons are just gone.
Pretty impressive.
Thank you. But come, let's ensure these cultists didn't leave anything dangerous behind. I'll ask our attendants to gather their bodies later, of course.
And this is a severed hand.
It can't be. A hand of glory? The Venatori should never have this. I must find out where it came from. Let me know when you'd like to return to the chambers above.
Let's get back to the lighthouse.
You can tell me why you've sought out a Fade expert on the way?
I know it's a lot, but I swear we've seen the blighted elven gods ourselves.
It would explain recent Oniric disruptions.
At the least. The implications of what Rook's witnessed are... Ah, thank you, Manfred.
No one ever brings me tea after I slog through a haunted crypt.
My assistant, Manfred. Always thoughtful.
You spoke of danger to the Fade.
The elven gods plan to tear it wide open to get to the blight. And they've already messed with it. Demons, tears in reality. Our team needs a Fade expert.
Many Watchers never depart Navarra. But with events so dire...
I'd be delighted to assist.
It has been many years since you left us.
Well, yes, but elven gods, ancient magics. I couldn't bear miss this. Besides, I've spent my life exploring the Fade and speaking to spirits. If Rook needs an expert, none are better qualified than I.
Only if your assistant's coming.
Manfred? But of course!
Welcome aboard.
Wonderful! I'll gather my things. Come, Manfred.
The Grand Necropolis was at peace again, and Emmerich was off to a new adventure. But in Navarra, nothing stays down for long. The Venatori had unearthed something no one should have, and delivered it to the worst possible person. Emmerich's journey would soon bring him face to face with the gloaming lantern.
What the Venatori ultimately intended with their incursions into the necropolis worries me. Whether or not it was directed by the gods, the timing serves them well. Chaos, I fear, is their ally.
With this, Demeter's Crossing and the Blighted Dragons, and everything else we're all dealing with, feels like we're at war. A lot of little wars.
They want a war? We'll damn well give them one.
You need an army to fight a war, though. They've got two. The Venatori and Antam wasted no time allying themselves with the gods. Power at any cost.
So how do we fight back, then?
We don't have an army, but we do have allies. Like the Veil Jumpers.
After Demeter's Crossing, it's personal for them.
The Shadow Dragons, particularly after we helped save their city.
A debt the Viper will repay soon.
Also, Lady Morrigan requested a meeting at the Cobbled Swan in Minrathous.
Could she have found some trace of the gods?
Probably. Morrigan doesn't visit crowded taverns for fun.
I also heard from Grey Wardens out in the Hossberg wetlands, Antoine and Evka. Something strange is happening with the Blight there. I bet it involves the gods.
Any details on the Blight in the wetlands?
Antoine said he didn't write it down.
Why not?
Either he didn't trust someone else wouldn't read the note, or he didn't want us to panic.
The first warden didn't seem impressed the last time we met.
I heard he told you to piss up a rope.
Will he be in the wetlands?
I don't keep track. But he can't stop you from asking a few questions, if we're fast enough.
Gillenane has laid low since we hurt her dragon, but the Blight spreads rot wherever the gods go.
And no one's better at tracking Blight than Wardens.
Morrigan and those Wardens feel like our best leads on finding the gods.
Are they really gods? Or just ancient mages? It's not clear.
They're gods. In their power and wrath, at least.
Lucanus, you're back.
I am.
Good to have you back. This is Professor Emmerich Volkarin, our Fade expert, and Tash, our dragon hunter. They joined while you were away.
Hey.
Charmed.
Right. Not everyone has met. So, a dragon hunter. Treviso could have used you.
What's happening there?
It's just... people blame you for what happened to Treviso, Rook. But they did not have to make that choice, knowing what the gods are capable of. There was no recall. Still, it changes things. How could it not?
But you're back with us.
Yes, here to stay.
Good to have you back, whatever the circumstances. Everyone needs to be part of this. That's the only way we'll win.
After what they did to Treviso, I want these gods to fall. I don't see anyone else with a better chance than you. My blade's yours, until the end.
Great. Let's follow up on some leads.
I'll let Lady Morrigan know we're ready to meet.
I'll send word to Antoine and Evka. They're holed up in a town called Lavendale.
Everyone else should rest up. Be ready to move when I call.
Never easy, is it, kid?
What do you mean?
Making the big choices, then living with the consequences.
I don't think it ever should be easy. As soon as it gets easy, you're not the right person to make those decisions. It needs to be hard. That's how you know you're taking it seriously.
And that's why I recruited you, Rook. You get that. Not everyone does. Anyway, you've got a meeting with Morrigan to attend, and dealing with whatever the Warden's found. All this chatting is taking it out of me. Think I'll rest for a bit. Good work, Rook. You'll find your way through this. I know it.
Hey, you heard of the Hall of Valor? It's a fighting arena with the Lords.
Interesting.
Just tell me when you're ready.
The spirits lament, Dweller. The blight spreads here. Seek its roots.
You know, Rook, every time I think I've got...
You're up late.
You're awake to notice.
Can't sleep. I know. I'll wait to ask.
I sleep when I can get it. And this place, it's too quiet for that.
You don't find it peaceful?
Minrathos is never quiet.
And that was peaceful?
It was familiar.
Okay, what works then? How do you sleep?
I don't know. Chase the right bastard through the wrong ritual? It'll knock you right out. Of course, you might wake up with a new accessory.
Really? You woke up and...
Just like that.
Huh. Wow.
There was a bit more in the middle. The ritual did a number.
And now?
It's not what keeps me up at night. It's not the quiet. I never could sleep once work gets in my head. But what's got you up at night?
Tonight? I don't know. It's not like I've got problems sleeping.
Aren't you lucky?
Exhaustion. Works like a charm.
Restlessness catches. Get one person in a room nervous, the whole place twitches. One person can't sleep. It's only getting later. Get out while you can.
And if it's already too late?
Don't tell me you're a lost cause.
I might be.
I know the feeling.
Carving monsters, huh? Didn't figure you for an artist.
This? It's by necessity. If you know your enemy, their weak spots, maybe you live another day.
Well, you could just bring along a really big sword.
Only if you know what to do with it. You hit a rageling in the flank, you'll just send him into a frenzy.
And these will help.
Standard bestiaries are always some mage drawing things they've never seen, taking the piss out of it. They don't understand how when the hunt ends and you come nose to nose with an ogre, someone's going to die. So I'm making the real Monster Hunter manual.
Who are you doing it for?
Balmor, that imbecile in Teventer, lecturing on things he doesn't know about. And Ludric, over in Ravane, thinks taking a rock wraith down with a lucky shot makes him a champion.
Yeah, Ludric and his ego.
You ever met Ludric?
Well...
Because he's been dead 300 years, living off the legend of one fluke arrow.
Oh. I just wanted to make you feel better.
My reward is showing these idiots how it's done.
Just remember, it's spelled R-O-O-K. The hero who took down the gods.
That chapter's going to be mine.
Where's the Gloom Howler?
Can't carve it till I know what it is. You want a piece of the Howler, boy?
Is he ready?
Was I ready the first time I fought a Hurlock?
Well, you're still alive.
I got my ass handed to me. Broke 4 ribs and cracked my jaw. Then I got back up and drove a blade through its skull. In this line of work, Asan and I are only as strong as the quarry we hunt.
Makes sense. You'll learn to fight by fighting.
I don't know another way. Out there in the world, you sink or swim.
Can a half-lion, half-eagle swim?
Don't know. Asan?
Which half was that?
Search me. Both halves share the same stomach.
Right. See you around.
A 3rd edition of the Unnameable Elements? I didn't even know it had editions.
Oh, it's much improved with the index. Please, borrow it if you'd like.
I'd love to. Oh, Rook, you probably wanted to say hi. Thanks, Professor.
You look moved in?
Just a few essentials. Manfred was a great help with the boxes. What a fascinating place this lighthouse is. What do you make of it?
Early on, it mostly felt empty. But it's gotten more homey with each new person.
For all its grandeur, the lighthouse does seem meant for company.
Did you get the tour yet?
Oh, I've been exploring, but I noticed a few of the others taken aback by Manfred, and I overheard remarks about my skulls. My necromancy won't cause any undue worry, will it?
No way. Oh. But a few people might not get it.
Oh, I'd hope to make a good first impression.
Balara's excited you're here. Everyone else just has to get to know you.
Please excuse me. Manfred and I should finish our inventory. Thank you for stopping by. By the way, Rook, before I left, Myrna and Veilguard asked if we could assist with an outbreak of hauntings across Thedas. They also mentioned displaced wisps in the necropolis. I'm not sure what's frightened them, but it bears investigation.
Hauntings and scared wisps? Let's look into it.
Thank you. We'll depart for the necropolis whenever you're ready.
Come on over to get ripped and equipped. Oh, then some helmets.
Spirit tugs at the corners of your lips to turn them down so.
Welcome to the Hall of Valor. I knew you'd find your way here sooner or later. Your kind always do. Looking to fight? All right, get your ass in there and give us a show. In war, victory. In peace, vigilance. The Hall of Valor, give it up for a loud praise.
I'm ready to go again.
That's the last.
Look at that. Barely a scratch. You'll want something with a bit more bite this time, I reckon. Get yourself in order and head to the entrance.
They'll be on you faster than ticks on a blood mage. Get ready for the Veilguard.
Coming at range! Now put him down!
That's a win.
Spectacular! We felt the blood spray from way over here. Ready for something really spicy? I've got what you need. Get yourself in order and head to the entrance.
Grab a cold drink and unbutton those collars, my friends. This next fight is going to be
They've got us at range!
You couldn't pay me to step in the pit with you, and coming from me, that's quite a compliment. I line them up and you keep knocking them down, but I still have some trick. Get yourself in order and head to the entrance.
Grab a cold drink and unbutton those collars, my friends. This next fight is going to be
Nothing like that.
And I'm out another 20... gold. Maker, I should stop betting against you. All right, this is really starting to annoy me. Once more, and don't you dare hold back. All right, get your ass in there and give us a show. Come on, face your wagers. And remember, never bet anything you aren't prepared to
Nice hit, bro.
That's been sorted.
Look at that. Barely a scratch. Looking to fight? All right, get your ass in there and give us a show.
All right. Who's ready for some action? I know I am.
Get through!
Crows send their regards, eh? You sent yours in ways that'll have them talking for a while.
People don't usually cheer when I...
Looking to fight? Get yourself in order and head to the entrance.
They invaded our country. Will they conquer the Hall of Valor? Find out as the Arkham Emperor. Let's fight!
Nice, stubborn.
I'm ready, Rook.
Ready.
Spectacular! We felt the blood spray from way over here. Want to blow off some steam? Get yourself in order and head to the entrance.
Hang on to your hats. We've got some new challengers for you today.
By God, you're worth it!
Beating us.
Hit them again!
They're at range.
Good to go again.
Can't keep this up.
Good. I'm there.
Take the trap out. Fire. They're casting us out.
Look at that. Barely a scratch. Hall of Valor's ready. How about it? Feeling valorous? Get yourself in order and head to the entrance.
Hang on to your hats. We've got some new challengers for you dead now.
This ain't worth the coin.
I'm ready. Tell me what you need. Range incoming! One for us.
Look at that. Barely. A scratch. Oh, I can't wait to see what you've got. All right, get your ass in there and give us a show. Come on, place your wagers. And remember, there's anything you aren't prepared to lose. Spectacular! We felt the blood spray from way over here. Looking to fight? Oh, fine. Go drink some milk or something.
We've got the best gear for your beast fights. Kick some ass!
I'm sorry, but I find it completely unnatural.
I don't get why you think cremation's so bad. Everyone outside Navarra burns their dead.
All those lost vessels, fine mansions reduced to ash. Manfred, for instance. How would his wisp have fared if I hadn't given it a body?
Where or who'd you get his body from?
There was no single donor. The arms were recovered from a charnel pit. The ribs were a gift from a dear friend. And Manfred's wisp picked out his own skull from some donations. That was quite the day. He's been fine company during my necropolis excursions ever since.
What does Manfred understand exactly?
Simple things, but he grows. Spirits of curiosity are voracious learners. The more he experiences, the more sophisticated his conclusions. With guidance, of course.
Yep. Same to you.
It's just Manfred's way of saying hello. I encountered him as a wisp in the necropolis years ago. A simple spirit, but so curious. He refused to leave my side.
So, you built a skeleton for the spirit to live in?
Spirits are formed from the emotions and desires of people in the mortal realm. Manfred's wisp came from curiosity. It's these spirits which animate the dead. Their drive revives the corpse, yet the corpse colors their actions. Thus, the eternal question, are undead, inhuman spirits puppeting a body, or does some shade of the departed return?
I can't answer that. Can you?
I've come to believe there is a return. I swear I could see it sometimes, Rook. A glint of recognition of something more in the dead.
Hey, that's my sleeve. Are you trying to steal my buttons?
As well as a certain mischievousness. Manfred.
So, huh, nice.
looks like our boy Hassan is feeling his oats. Or whatever griffins feel.
He's getting the hang of it. When he listens.
He seems to be able to handle himself so far.
You got lucky the Gloomhowler didn't tear you to pieces, boy. You wait for my command. We attack together. Then we can kill stuff like that.
At least he's learning.
The instincts kick in. Griffins see darkspawn and it's a fight to the death. Like wolves hunting deer. Just need to corral it.
You never know it to look at him. Seems friendly enough.
As long as he likes you.
So, what I'm hearing, Hassan, is gingerwort truffles for life?
Every muscle in him, every talon, every feather, honed into a killing machine. Hassan's ancestors took on archdemons.
Like his name says, he's an arrow.
Half lion, half eagle, with the instincts of both, griffins will always be hunters.
Just like his daddy, Davrin.
I suppose we are our nature.
Not sure about that.
Most of my life I've hunted the darker things in the world. But caring for a griffin? What do I know about that? Yet here I am.
That's not so bad, is it?
Not the path I expected. Makes me wonder about Hassan, his brothers and sisters. Still young. Pure.
You're worried?
I'm responsible for the future of every griffin alive. I want it to be a good one. These animals live to fight, but I wonder if there's another path for them.
I don't know. That's like asking a fish to crawl on land. It might work at first, but it's not going to end well.
Fair point. Griffins are darkspawn hunters at heart.
This one sure takes after his dad.
Parents. A scary word. I'm supposed to be his bodyguard.
What do you think you've been doing this whole time?
Trying to ignore it. If I get myself killed by a Hurlock, that's on me. If it's Hassan, I just don't want to mess it up.
I think that's where trust comes in. That Turlum idea you keep talking about. Trust Hassan to find his way. Don't force things.
He's headstrong.
Good thing you are too.
Right. Thanks for the chat.
Anyway, you and Rook had me worried.
Well, it's all as you left it.
Close enough. I think the caretaker's been tidying up. Rook, now's not the best time to chat. Let's talk later.
Later then. Did I see you writing a message to the Inquisition? What's that about?
You know, Varric and I were part of the Inquisition, right? I'm trying to get news about the South. But Charter hasn't replied to any of my messages. I'm trying not to worry about what's happening there, but... No, it's probably fine. Charter's just busy. She's always busy.
Charter. Who's that?
She's the Inquisition's spy master. Or she would be, if there was still an Inquisition. I suppose she just works for the Inquisitor now?
I haven't heard much about the Inquisition in years.
Oh, that's intentional. When the breach was open, we needed a large group to stop Southern Thedas from falling into chaos. It's changed in the years since. We're a smaller force working underground to keep an eye on things going on in the world.
Why isn't she here? We could use a hand.
Charter entrusted the search for Solus to Varric, to us. The world's large and she's got many things to deal with.
So how long were you with the Inquisition? 10 years?
Something like that. Why?
You must know the Inquisitor.
Well, yeah, we worked together. I wasn't part of the Inquisitor's inner circle, though. I spent more time with the ordinary people, the ones you didn't hear about.
So, tell me about these ordinary Inquisition members I haven't heard about.
The Inquisition hired hundreds, and most of them weren't Magisters or Ben Hasrith or the left hand of the Divine. There were scouts and stable hands, carpenters and cooks and quartermasters, even 2 dedicated pastry chefs. Most of them volunteered, like me. We wanted to help in whatever small way we could.
It wasn't as bad where I was, but I remember the demon-spitting skyholes.
Nothing like demon-spitting skyholes to bring people together, huh? I made friends. Rector, Faulkner, others.
Rector? Faulkner?
Liliana gave all her agents pseudonyms.
Right, like Charter.
Well, Charter's Charter, but when the other 2 and I were together, we were just Lace, Wilbur, and Katya.
And the Inquisitor's advisors, what about them?
I wouldn't say I was close to any of them. The spy master, Liliana, was aloof. Commander Cullen and I were both from Ferelden, so we got along. Ugh, Ambassador Montilier is my favorite, though. She's lovely.
But you did know people from the Inquisitor's inner circle, didn't you?
I knew them, sure, but those early days, all I wanted was to prove myself and not get in anyone's way. Some of them were more approachable than others. Most of the time, I just watched them from afar. Listened to their snippets of conversation as they walked by.
Do you miss it? The Inquisition, I mean.
It's hard to miss an organization. They're only as good as their people, don't you think? But I do miss my friends. We write each other, but it's not the same. And the Inquisition is different from what we've built here. Not better or worse, just different. It's special when you're among people working toward the same goal.
Not everyone. There was Solus. What did you really think of him back then?
Lonely. He always seemed lonely. It's hard not to be when you hold yourself above everyone else.
You mean it's hard not to be lonely when you're a pompous ass?
Something like that.
You can say it, you know. Try it out. Solus is a pompous ass.
Maybe he is, but I can still feel sorry for him, can't I? Anyway, I'm sure something out there's on fire, and here I am rambling about the past. I should let you go. Talk later? They always expect something hidden behind waterfalls. And there never is. On your left. Hitting us from afar.
Watch your back!
Good work, everyone.
These are the crows that were supposed to be picking up supplies.
They were taken by surprise.
You mentioned you don't sleep, Lucanus?
I tried. It's less in Treviso.
But how do you stay awake? What do you do?
I clean my gear. Exercise. Work on my Orlesian vocabulary.
Wait. The demon of Virantium lurks by night and knits?
What?
Looks like the Antam got the supplies that were meant for the crows.
Then we get the supplies back and deal with the Antam.
Come on. Time for the crows to send their regards.
Ready when you are.
Let's go!
Be ready.
We need to close it. Now's your chance.
They're shooting for us!
Good work, bro. Stay in cover.
Marines incoming!
They're at range.
Still alive.
A relief to find more than just a body for once.
The Antam kept me alive so they could use me to trick Ravain into sending more supplies. I didn't think anyone was coming.
The Lord sent us. You gave the Antam nothing. Your Talon will be proud.
Thank you for your timely arrival. I'll get the supplies to Treviso and pay back the Antam there.
Ask Myrna and Vorgoth about these hauntings.
Emmerich mentioned gathering some scattered wisps around here.
Thank you for coming, Rook. We're in need of your assistance.
Emmerich said there were hauntings.
Malign spirits freed by the gods.
They have concretized into a variety of forms. Left unchecked, these spirits will cause great harm.
They must be put to rest.
This haunting was once a spirit of curiosity.
It has turned to a darker purpose.
Rook, more Venatori have invaded the sunken halls.
I'm not surprised.
They come in search of plunder.
We'll look out for them.
We must keep track of our skeletal assistants.
Are any lost?
Intermittently. One revels in hiding in the sand.
There is much to be done. shall meet again.
That did it. What do we have here? There's one of those scattered wisps. Mentioned. There must be a proper place for it somewhere. I wonder what this is about. The door's locked. Maybe it'll open if we bring more wisps.
Big door. Something important inside?
That did it.
This cannot be the last wisp. We need another to unlock that door.
Right. Let's look around. There we go. We got it. That last wisp's unlocked this door. Let's take a look.
Coming at range.
dead Venatori. How'd they get through a locked door?
Sealed tight.
Stand back. Are you Venatori? Are there sniffing rats? What form have you all?